Welcome back, Rebel Retirees. Today we share part two of our Just-in-Time Retirement series. Rebel Retiree shares just-in-time retirement in a just-in-time world. Let's get started.
How do you teach an old dog new tricks? In most cases, maybe you can't. The way we conduct business has changed fundamentally over the last 30 years. Those that adopted these changes have the opportunity to thrive, and those that couldn't adapt to the new paradigm have stagnated or failed. The 1978 English translation of Tachi Ono's The Toyota Production System and 1990's The Machine That Changed the World taught the business world a new way to view value and waste in a way that most would never have imagined. These principles apply to everyone. The retiree that fails to embrace the new paradigm misses the opportunity to reap the rewards of just-in-time retirement. Today I'm going to compare how an old world kind of guy faces a dilemma to how he could confront the same in the new system. This new system goes by many names, but I'll hesitantly start calling it lean, with a capital L. The word lean sounds like doing without or cutting the fat. However, we use it to mean without waste. Now let's go to the lesson. The wildlife photographer. I met Buck the wildlife photographer while he was selling his coffee table books at a popular nature preserve. It was obvious that he was passionate about his work since his gear cost more than he could earn from selling his books this way. I'm pretty sure his reward was to see people admiring his work as he autographed the volumes that his fans were purchasing. It seems that, to get the lowest per copy cost, he had to buy in lots of 3,000 books from China. Every order was a considerable expenditure, and his inventory was now running low. Buck debated the pros and cons of ordering a new printing of his book versus creating a new book. He was confident selling his existing book. However, his customers would never buy a second copy except as gifts. If he created a new book, he would have a product to offer to prior buyers that liked his work. In the event that everyone hated his new work, his resources would be tied up in worthless inventory, preventing Buck from reprinting his proven product. Selling coffee table books to impulse buyers is kind of a specialty niche. If customers love your volume focusing on elk, it doesn't mean they'll buy your wonderful treatment of bears. What will Old World Buck do? I think it depends on whether Buck is satisfied with the mediocre sales of his original book or if he's a gambler. Neither option seemed too exciting. Using lean thinking, the world could be Buck's oyster. Alas, as with many Old World guys, he's probably an old dog limited to old tricks. Lean thinking in two rules. 1. What the customer values, that he wants to pay for, pulls the value stream. Number 2, waste, anything not valued by the customer, should be removed from the value stream. These two rules have changed the nature of business. Companies are reaching for the unattainable through a process of continuous improvement, and some, like Motorola, have sought perfection with its Six Sigma program. How does Buck look from a lean perspective? He has a book and is looking for customers to convince that they value his work. He's not letting customers pull the value stream. However, he's probably full of arguments to support his methods. When it comes to waste, Buck commits the cardinal sin: overproduction. Building an inventory of product without orders is inexcusable. I'm sure he thinks that it's all about unit cost, but he doomed himself to failure. What would a lean guy do? First, there's a list of things he wouldn't do. He couldn't ignore the cost of cash out for inventory, storage of inventory, missed sales due to limited product selection, resources tied up, causing loss of flexibility. With his resources intact and living in this wonderful just-in-time world, he would use a print-on-demand service like Amazon to print his coffee table book. Amazon also makes his book available to a global market. He can query his point-of-sales customers as to what product or service they would value from him. If they want printed materials, print-on-demand can provide it to them, as well as to the global market. What started as a coffee table book hobby can now become a business serving customers' needs. Maybe the customer doesn't value a photo album, but really values information on the how-tos or wheres of wildlife photography. Do they want books, videos, or live seminars? As a lean guy, our photographer can try it all because his resources are not tied up in waste. Unlike Buck, our lean friend is not limited to one product sold at book signings. His reach and potential are unlimited. The world is truly his oyster. What the heck does this have to do with retirement? Armed with a lean mind, retiring becomes an opportunity to confront one's ego and to create an experience based on value as opposed to fear and peer pressure. As you map your value stream, you'll find that by eliminating waste, your resources grow accordingly. Unless you're a real schmuck, lean will give you the means to retire sooner, richer, and freer. In ensuing articles, I will delve into the tools, methods, and examples of implementing a just-in-time retirement. You've always had the power, my dear. You just had to learn for yourself. Glinda from The Wizard of Oz.
That concludes part 2 of our Just-in-Time Retirement series. Leave your questions and comments below. Give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. And stay tuned for part 3 of our Just-in-Time Retirement series. Thank you for watching. I'm Marlene with Rebel Retirement, and we'll see you next time.